Hey GreatDrammers, Greg from GreatDrams here, looking at an 18-year-old single cask Glenburgie from Douglas Laing, bottled from a refill butt, reference DLI 0873. Distilled June 1997, bottled 2015, which is when I bought it. As you can probably tell from a couple of these, someone happens to be clearing out bottle dregs at the minute, so getting around to actually finally reviewing them after years of sitting on the shelf. So, Glenburgie, one of my favourite distilleries, as I say about a lot of them, but just give me 1 second here. Refill sherry butt, yeah? Check out the colour on that. And that's 18 years old. What's this one? This is from a refill sherry butt, aged 10 years old, from Glenrothes. Isn't it incredible how much or how little colour whiskey takes from the cask? I've always been fascinated by that, and it changes by distillery, by age, by cask, by absolutely everything. But it's always kind of worth pointing out when you have accidentally got two examples of it side by side. So Glenburgie, not open to the public. It is one of the most technologically advanced distilleries in Scotch. Broad open spaces, distillery on one level, everything done on one level. And you can only access it if you're in the trade, a journo, or you happen to be doing some consulting for them. And so I've been a few times, and it's just wicked. I love it. And every time I go, it's just, I don't know why, it's just like guilty pleasure. It's one of those distilleries that very few people have ever heard of, but I love, absolutely love. So just this morning, actually, a box of 3 to accompany my already purchased 3 bottles of 16-year-old single cask Glenburgie from the Boutique Whisky Company arrived, because I tried 1 bottle. That was lovely. Had to get a second. Oh, I should have one of them for the future. Screw it, we'll have a few for the future. That's how it works. It's a vicious spiral, but it's fine. Anyway, so big fan of that distillery. We happen to have also just last week bought a cask ourselves that was distilled at this distillery. And so this from a refill sherry butt. Shall we try it? I think so. Oh, classic sherry notes on the nose, but quite smooth, quite muted, I should say. Not vicious at all. It's quite, just kind of, it's there. There's a lot of sherry notes going on. Those berry and spice notes kind of coming through. Those drying tannic qualities you're already getting on the nose before you even tried it. So easy drinking. So easy drinking. At 48.4 ABV. It's initially very drying, then suddenly very juicy. There's a lot going on. And it's one of those distilleries and those whiskies that you'll like to have on your shelf for a long time. It's a good one to share. You've got a nice bit of sweetness on the finish now. It's going from medium to long, just kind of carrying on. Those muted spices, subtle kind of nutmeggy note coming through. Maybe a clove here and there. Maybe it's not like mixed spice, like allspice type of thing, but very, very chilled out. But on top of that, layered those berry notes, those peachy notes, those caramelized kind of fruit notes, like almost a creme brulee-esque flavor profile without the cream. Because it's not creamy in the slightest, but it's delightful. An absolute wonderful, wonderful dram. Until next time.